You have a very serious need, my friend, to get up on this program and get yourself cleaned out and get yourself healthy. You have a very serious need. So you want to get into your kidneys, you want to get into your GI tract, just like I've been laying it out here for you. I would do stomach and bowel number such and such, whatever fits you. Lymphatic 1 capsules 2-3 times a day, lymphatic 4 to start, then 3, then lymph node 2. You might want to do 3 lymphatics when you get your kidneys filtering. Remember, you want to see sediment in your urine, pop up your adrenals. At the same time, I definitely want to perk you out. You probably have a real suppressed pituitary there. You want to maybe pick that up a little bit with the glandular, then pick up your thyroid and parathyroid and go down that way here and really move lymph. You're going to have to do some fasting. You have to get into grapes. You're going to have to get into what you're reading on this channel. I really get into this heavy because you want this out and you did the chemo on top of it. So now you're fighting a whole bunch of problems, not just one. So now you really want to tear into this and you'll be okay, but you really want to tear into this because obviously you still have the tumor unless they removed it. And the problem with everything you've done here, you've done nothing to correct why you developed it. You've done nothing here to fix it. So now you want to get back, get more serious, get focused, get at these higher levels, and dig into your body. Love is wide, and then your love will be really wide. So really, you just get this going. If you need help, you call in here. This is a serious case. You ought to try to find a way to hook up here with a counselor or with us here because you really need some help here. Or really get focused here and let the channel group help you. We got a good group here to help you and really hit it hard. Listen to these guys who are going on these grape fasts and stuff, just what you need to do. You need to get up on the top of the mountain to save your butt, your physical body. You can't keep going down the road you're going. You're going down a bad road where there's not a lot of good, friendly people. Raw vibing. Also, the day I took my sister to the hospital, I broke out in hives over my body. I don't know if it was stress-induced or BC of a healing crisis. I'm on week 2. Oh, it could be healing crisis. Thank you, Raw. I love that dog of yours. Raw vibing. Poor Jennifer's dog this morning got hit by a car and killed. It was horrible. She's been crying all morning. Sad thing. I've got a little Shih Tzu, and that's what I'm always scared of. He'll take off. He likes to, take off and go down the neighborhood. But really, yeah, it could have been a healing crisis. But even emotional. I mean, you're talking the adrenals, and that's hooked to the kidneys and everything else. So, yeah, you can emotionally drive things, no question, especially the weak nervous system, which you get from weak adrenals. So you just keep going, keep fixing this up. You'll be okay. I had to rush my sister to, somehow these are getting, this really needs to be on top. I had to rush my sister to the ER when the university told me she needed an MRI because she was getting sharp pains in the back of her head and she felt like it was moving to the front. They didn't find anything after many tests and ended up diagnosing her with mild psychosis. She recently quit her job at the airport because she had a hard time functioning. She said the numbers on the comp screen would move, and when she would drive, she would lose all sensation of direction. She had definitely been depressed and has anxiety. She has difficulty in social settings. What can I do? Well, I don't believe the pain. I don't believe she made up the pain. And, if you go back, these people really could blame it on things like depression and anxiety. But let's go a little deeper. What is depression? A weak parathyroid. So that would say very low calcium utilization issues in her. Anxiety would show real weak adrenals, which means she wouldn't be filtering her lymph system well, since generally when you have weak adrenals, you have weak kidneys, blah, 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 blah. So, you really want to move her lymph system and get up into the head. I would definitely do some upper circulation and brain and nerve right now. Further, I would really get into the kidneys, the bowels, and move those lymphs. Pop up her, give her a Calma Plus, it'll help pull her out of depression. Pop up on those adrenals, it'll pull her out of anxiety. At the same time, moving her lymph, and then she'll socially come along. But she's not socially coming on because her endocrine glands are way down. And all of this is making her lymph system backed up. And all of this is causing pain. And up in this area, because if you have low calcium utilization, she could have a vascular or a neurological spasm. And then when she has an MRI, it's all clear. I don't see anything. So I'm going to send a psych doctor in on you. Oh. But when you have these kind of pains and these kind of problems, I take this very seriously myself. And I would really go after go after your sister real strong. Let her view this video. Definitely get on upper circuit, brain, and nerve right now. And get into the kidneys, the adrenals, move those lymphs, pop those adrenals up. I'd probably use she probably has low blood pressure. She's not getting flipping from the back here in the cerebellum. She could be getting some flipping blood pressures. But definitely hit on those adrenal glands. Get up in here and start tearing on them. Really getting that lymph moving out of there. That's what I do. And I wouldn't wait to do it. I don't like these kind of conditions where you could end up like Love is White and have a brain tumor in there later on. They can form quickly after a certain point. You know, things take a while to develop, but at a certain point, the pedal is on the metal and things accelerate. They've already backed up, so all the years of backing up's there. Now it's just easy formation. That's what takes a while to get rid of tumors, is that it takes a while to form them. And then you got to dig through the mess that you backed up to form them before you can unform them. So once you're backing up, you have to unback up to get to the tumor. In any way you look at it, you've got to get to the tumor. You've got a long bed of lymph to go through. This is like a new one to the site. Very interesting picture. RENIL. This is Rena. I was wondering how you would go about curing a late-stage cancer. The same way I would go after curing early-stage cancer. Understand what cancer is. I'm about to shoot a video this week on cancer and get to what cancer really is. So understand you're not fighting a disease. You're fighting acid damage to cells, which is just as bad. Move those lymphs, sweetheart. You're going to really move those lymphs. It doesn't matter if we get stage 4 in here every day. You're changing your consciousness from treating cancer to getting your body healthy, and you've got to change the way you look and the way you do that. And understand acids. Review the cancer videos we have on here, and really learn up. Review some of our videos because I'm out of time, and there's plenty of information on this site, and all these beautiful people on our site will come help you with this. Put someone on a water fast that limits glucose to 20 milligrams a day or something, plus cancer cells apparently don't feed off of ketones, and then your body has time to deal with that. I think your thinking's way off. I think you forget about ketones and all of that. It's just the same thing as acidosis. All acid chemistry breaks down cells eventually. So ketosis breaks down cells as acidosis. No. Forget sugars, forget all that stuff. Get yourself on a fruit and vegetable diet, and then start getting you on a fruit fast and dig into that lymph system, because you're intellectualizing this too much. You really want to detox. The only thing you got left. Go into a high-level detox, claw yourself to the top of the mountain, and you'll be well. Rena. Or would you put them on stuff like grape juice? Absolute fresh made grape juice, fresh grapes, eat them and drink them. Absolutely, that's what I would do before I would do this. Sorry if you had talked about this in your videos already, but I couldn't find it. Oh, well, that's why I'm going to do one just on cancers, so it'll be right there, boom, and you're right there. I think it's a good idea, don't you guys? And then I think that'll save. We'll do one on the skin conditions. We'll do one on all these things. And I think it'll be very valuable to you. And it'll cut some time in reviewing some of these videos, because we're coming around where we're having a lot of them. And I can cut these all day long. So I'd rather go on to better, issues, because we've covered so much already. So I'm going to categorize these different conditions into different levels of healing. And we'll get into them, and I'll shoot those this week. Could you guys clarify what he means by move your lymph? Moving on up. Oh, I'm sorry. Move your lymph. Does he mean run? Move your body to move your lymph. Oh, Helen. No, not at all, sweetheart. No. Moving lymph means fruits and herbs, basically. When you look at the herbal side of it, there's plenty of herbs for the lymph system, all the astringents like white oak bark, witch hazel, white pond lily, all very good, but all your lymphatic herbs. Look at all the lymphatic herbs on this planet, a whole bunch of them. From graviola to chaparral to bloodroot, pokeroot, the old famous bloodroot, pokeroot, violet, burdock actually even, red clover actually. I mean, there's tons of great herbs for the lymph system, but you got to consider the kidney, so you got to get into the kidney herbs. And how about the adrenals? All of that control the lymph system, so never forget the kidney connection and the adrenal connection. So moving lymphs is getting high on fruit, fasting, and using the herbs to accelerate that process. That's what I'm talking about, moving lymph. If you exercise to move lymph and you're not, and your kidneys aren't filtering, you're going to hurt yourself. See it all the time. We've talked about that a lot. Best to rest like a dado. He's resting, he's balancing, and now he's feeling better. Balance, rest. Let the chemistry and the fruits and the herbs move your lymph. Then when you get your kidneys, you see a lot of sediment, then go run a mile. Who cares? But walking and swimming, always good all the time. But just, if you're hurting real bad, then you just have to rest. That's why you're hurting. God's saying, settle down. Sit down and rest for a minute. See? Resting is important. Humans don't know how to rest and enjoy themselves. We're so constipated and stimulated. Brood Strange, regarding the question about possible herbals for natural contraception. I have been studying these herbs recently and have found that a decoction of serviceberry and bitter cherry has been used as a contraceptive. I'm going to keep this, sweetheart, because if you add pennyroyal, which pennyroyal aborts anything, but you use a few herbs like this. Someone else mentioned another one a while back. I've got it around here. Put together a nice formula. The problem with this is testing it. That's the problem. It's one thing to use the herbs, hear about them. The other thing is testing it. You can test these herbal formulas, almost everything, on anybody except this. And the problem with this is that you have to be willing, if it doesn't work, and you conceive, to deal with that. So I don't know, but if we could work that out. There are several other recipes involving the plant serviceberry that I have also been used. I'm going to look this up. Thank you, Brood Strange. That's why I like this channel. See, this channel, we can do better things than I ever imagined we can do. With all you guys, are you kidding? Nothing can stop us. They can try, but they can't stop a herd of cattle, can they? Dr. Morse, I had a fig, mango, rosewater, coconut smoothie for breakfast. It was heaven. Kiss, kiss, kiss. A fig, mango, rose. I love rose water, especially with ras malai. You know, those that are out there that are from India, you'll know what ras malai is. Coconut smoothie. Oh my God. Kiss, kiss. Wow. Dusk moon. Yeah, I bet that was kick butt. But you missed a majewel date in there. You put a majewel date in that, baby, and your toes are curling. Ooh, Brood Strange, Blue Phoenix Rising, 18th Century Warrior. Saunas are good for promoting good. I had symptoms the same as your sisters years ago before I found the truth. I'm glad you guys are talking to each other. That's just what we need here. Great work. All symptoms disappeared. Love's white is because please.